Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be talking about the New Balance Fresh Foam BB V2. So retail price is set at 130 US dollars. It's right around mid-tier pricing. Not super affordable, but I really can't complain because nowadays 130 bucks can't even get you a two-piece from Nike. A two-piece is like at least 180 or 190 bucks, close to the $200 mark. And I'm talking about a Zoom unit in the forefoot and heel. $130 on a Nike shoe, you'll get a one piece max. Might not even be a large volume Zoom unit. So it's probably a drumstick. You don't even get the thigh. Anyways, this shoe really has no gimmick. Performance and quality are top notch. And I'll make the call right now.
Just got it.
Don't be surprised if you see this shoe stay in my top 10 or even top 5 until the end of the year. But be surprised if you see it drop out of the top 10. It's that good. Let's get started. As to how the Fresh Foam BB V2 performs on the court, cushion is excellent. It feels nice and responsive on feet. More importantly, this aspect is significantly improved from the previous version. On the V2, they used the full-length Fresh Foam X midsole. And take the way the heel presses down, for example. It feels a lot like the two-way V4, maybe even a tiny bit bouncier. So I just checked. On their product description, it does say dual density. Makes sense. The midsole in general, I would describe it as soft, responsive, and it comes with great impact protection to put the cherry on top. I had smooth and safe landings in these. The foam absorbs impact very effectively. Now with the cushion, I gotta mention the core feel, or warn you about it, because it's gonna be pretty elevated underneath, especially if you're used to wearing shoes that give you a very low to the ground type of core feel. Or if that's what you prefer, this is pretty much the opposite. In the very beginning, I almost felt like stability was lacking a little bit because of how tall and stacked up the midsole is. I mean, look at that thickness. The good thing is you get used to it really quickly, and comfort needed no break in time. 9 out of 10 for the comfort. Now traction is absolutely fantastic. I usually call this a suction cup pattern, but it's basically hexagons. The same type of outsole worked really well on the first version, on the 2A V3 as well. Both of those had amazing traction. These guys are equally as good. Super loud and squeaky. Dust pickup is not an issue, and you can get to a hard stop with ease. I've used these on a very clean court, as well as 3 different courts that are all dusty. Never had any problems with the traction. The rubber should be durable enough for outdoor use too. Honestly, it's so nice to have top tier traction on a shoe like this with a mid-cut and some nice suede material, not just the low top with a sender mesh upper. That's been flooding the market these days. With the fit, this part is very straightforward. You can safely go ahead with your true size. No need to size up or down. You can possibly size down if you have narrow feet, because this is pretty spacious around the midfoot and very easy to put on right from the start. With that said, wide footers, you're good to go for sure. Materials, I was a little worried about breathability, but it was surprisingly okay. And I didn't feel like my feet were heating up too much inside, even after a long sesh. It has a lot to do with the ventilation holes on the tongue. I always think the top of the midfoot is the most important section anyways. So a lot of shoes that poke a bunch of holes on the side panels to emphasize breathability, I didn't think it was all necessary. Now weight is no longer as light as the first Fresh Foam BB, but it's still right about average, coming in at 410 grams for my size 10.5 pair. No, it is not a heavy or chunky shoe. Might look like that, but in reality, you still get some decent speed and agility. Nothing to worry about here. There is also a midfoot plate, by the way. Any downsides? I can't really think of one. They really made Fresh Foam great again on the V2. The first version, I was excited about Fresh Foam on their basketball shoes for the first time. Turned out it was just all right. Traction and weight were the best parts instead. This time around, they really beefed it up. It kind of looks like one of those funky shoes with a chunky midsole. You know, the one that a lot of girls buy to add some height, especially that beige one with a little bit of pink on it. I'm not hating on the look. It's just that I personally can't pull it off style-wise. But this pair from their retro gaming pack or gamers tag collection, we don't usually get this type of an all purple shoe. So I'm very happy with this release. Overall, great shoe. S-tier performer based on my experience. Maybe just keep in mind that this does feel quite elevated or stacked up on feet. But again, it really comes down to your preference. Traction, cushion, comfort, fit, and even the materials are all very impressive. So yes, I would say the V2 is better than the first version. 2A V4, I still think it's hard to beat with how complete it is and just how easy it is to use, but this is right up there with it. So yeah, New Balance has been making great basketball shoes. They just don't make a lot of them. But let me know what you think about the Fresh Foam BB V2 down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.